Hey guys,
Wednesday,
what's up? Today we're going to be talking about the whole new Supreme season, how it's falling, and I definitely think it's going downhill. So if you guys want to listen, just stay tuned and we'll talk about that. But firstly, I just want to issue you guys with an apology due to the fact that I've not been posting at all on the channel. I've been away, I've been studying, I've been doing assessments, etc. I've been working. A lot of things that stop now. During Christmas I can take a lot more time to do this. I can focus on this a lot more than the rest of it, like everything else. So yeah, so we're just going to jump straight into the video. So we're going to start by talking about how Supreme as a season, so this was fall winter 18, I feel at least personally has declined quite a bit. It's not the fact that the style is lacking, it's more of the fact that there's a lot more branding focused items, so there'll be a lot more spell outs. There's a lot more plain jumpers, plain tees with just like a small like box logo somewhere, a small like spell out somewhere. Like it just seems like a lot of items in a lot of weeks are really weak, but they do release some PCs just to try and make them hype the game, but it always seems to be branded like small logos, small spell out PCs, just to try and bring the hype back up for the weeks. But genuinely I feel like there's no point in doing that if it's going to be a bad week. Try and think of something more impressive instead of just a spell out, because although people will buy it, all the young hype beasts out there, yeah, you'll buy it, but it declines the quality of your clothes as a brand. I feel a lot more people don't see it as that. A lot of hype beasts will just buy anything, especially if it has a spell out on it. But there's a lot of talks now with the whole decline in like resale values for the value for the products. It's gone downhill quite a bit, but that's resale for everything. Like a lot of things have went down. Resale isn't as big as it used to be, but you can still make a ton of profit on it. Just with weeks, it's hard to deteriorate like what items are going to work and what items aren't. There's been a lot of good collabs this season though. There's been the Comme des Garçons, there's been the North Face ones, there was the Mike Kelly one, which I'm going to talk about later, that didn't hit as well as I wanted it to. You have a lot more like Loudon's stuff they done last week. Although there wasn't a lot of thought put into it, it was just the Loudon's. Like, I like the Loudon's cough drops. Like they were cheap too, which is good. But they were US only. It's the fact that they've just put like a Supreme spell out on the box, which is fine. But when you put a tee and a beanie, and it's just got the same design on it, then you kind of see they're lacking and like thought and like how they're actually going to go about it. The hype items we're going to talk about, there was a lot of them this season. There was the bike, there was the bear, we had the BOGO, we had the Blessed whole thing with the Blessed DVD, the Blessed tee. I still to actually watch the film, by the way, but from what I've seen and what I've heard, everyone's saying it's good. If you've not picked it up, or if you've not seen it, definitely watch it. You had the whole CDG box logo, the remote control car. You had the North Face mountain parka, etc. You also had the Comme des Garçons Air Force Ones. You had the Stormy tees that were a US exclusive, sadly, because I wanted to pick one up but I couldn't. And then you had the whole Killer Trust tee, which hit. A lot of people did think it was going to hit, but it hit more than anyone expected it would have. Pretty sure the resale of the tee is 3 times of what it actually was. Yeah, so we're just going to talk about the last thing, which is all the dead collabs that we've seen a lot more in the recent months / weeks. There was a lot of them. So there was a Mike Kelly collab, which a lot of people did like, but it didn't hit. They had released the whole skateboard theme, where they had like the different characters on the skateboards. The prices were okay. I just think it was the design just didn't hit that well. I wanted to pick some stuff up, but at that week, I think I slept through that week. I did. I slept through that week. Extremely disappointed, but I'm gonna pick probably some stuff up on like StockX or that, because I like some of the stuff, like I do like the skate decks, but it's the fact that with the skate decks they're always a hit or miss. Like they don't have a lot of branding on them, some teams don't do that well. Although I'm pretty sure the skate decks had like a wee Supreme red box logo on them, they didn't hit as well as they probably should have, I thought, at least, because I feel like there was a lot more style going into that instead of like just some of the stuff that's released this season. Another one was the Chris Cunningham collab. I've got this sticker. I didn't actually buy anything from this week, so I don't know how I got stickers, but you'll see. This was the design that was on the hoodie, and this is on the t-shirt, I think. If I'm wrong, you can correct me in the comments, but it was either one of the two. I do like the collab. It's different, I'll say that. It's very different. But it was good. So lastly, when I come back, we'll be talking about the whole year, the whole season as a whole, and talk about how, at least for me, I didn't buy as much as I usually do. It was quite a weak season actually. I didn't buy anything for the last 5 weeks. That may be due to the whole hyped items that I did try and get. There was a lot of bots going on, especially in NA. There wasn't as much as in EU. They did crack down a lot, but it was still hard to get the PCs. And yeah, so what I did get this whole season, there was a couple of things. Like I picked up the newsprint sweater, I picked up the red script beanie, which is here, I'll show you. So which I have here is the red script beanie. You can just see it's just like a normal beanie, but it's the red script logo, which I did like. I've not worn it actually as much as I probably should have right now. I picked up but a bunch of other things, but it wasn't as much. I love the newsprint sweater though, but I did try and go for a lot more PCs, but due to the fact that like they were a lot more hyped, I wasn't able to get them. So you had the Nike Air Force, one collab with Comme des Garçons. They were insane, I loved them, but I didn't get them. You had the box logo that I did try and get, but also didn't get. What a surprise. You had the Comme des Garçons, which I got carjacked for the hoodie. I was raging. I tried to, for some reason, do a live co-op, and I tried to get the jumper and the t-shirt in the same basket. I genuinely don't know what went through my head. Yeah, I didn't actually get it then. I went for the bear. That was another extremely hype piece, so there was no chance I was getting that. But I did try it, but it just didn't work out. So lastly, I think that's another thing why it didn't do as well. It's just due to the fact that there wasn't as much hype PCs, but when there was, the website just couldn't handle it, and there was a lot more bots. Although they are cracking down on bots, they still need to do a lot more for US. There's a lot more scripts and like bots and like programs that run out there, which always lead to making the whole purchase unfair. Which I think if they were to move, when they're moving on for next season, they need to focus a lot more on that. It ruins experiences, it ruins the brand, like it tarnishes the brand. Yeah, I think they just need to look more on it. But genuinely, as a whole, although the season was good, I feel like if they don't do much about it and about the creatism, it may go downhill. I don't want to see it go downhill. I love Supreme, without being a hype beast. I'm saying that, yeah, it's hard. But I genuinely hope they can increase it. But for now, that was my whole story about how Supreme Fall Winter 18 was lackluster. The fall of Supreme. So if you guys liked the video, I'll see you guys in the next one. Hopefully coming soon. If you want to follow me, everything will be in the description below. If you want to leave any comments or talking about how you felt about this Supreme season went, leave them in the comments. I'll do my best to answer you. There won't be a lot of them, so I definitely will. Yeah, so if you guys like the content, please subscribe, like, and I'll see you soon. Bye.